Welcome to this video lecture. Myself Atul Kumar, working as a assistant professor in Department of Computer Science, Rajiv Gandhi Memorial, Government College, Jogintanagar. In this video lecture, I will discuss about different formats of instructions. So, what is a instruction code? So, instruction contains a number of bits in the code that it is being executed to perform a specific operation. So, basically instruction is divided into three fields. One is addressing mode, other is opcode, and the third field is operand. So addressing mode is the address, represent the address where the actual operand is stored. Opcode is the operation, like add operation is there, multiplication operation is there, division operation is there, what kind of operation that is to be performed, and operand is actually the data on which that operation is performed. So what is a addressing mode? It this field specify that how the operands are accessed in the instructions, that is where the operand placed in the memory. So it represent how these operands are accessed from the instruction. The next part of instruction is operation code. This field specify the operation that is to be performed on the operand. So there are different kind of operations that are to be performed on the operand. They include addition, they include subtraction, multiplication, and division. So number of bits in the opcode determine the total number of operation possible in the instruction format. So next field we have a operand. This field specify the data on which the operation is to be performed. The operands may lie in the instruction, they may be stored in the instruction or in the register or in the memory. So different locations of operand in the instruction or in the register or in the memory. Suppose we have a 16-bit instruction. So this is a kind of 16-bit instruction. So out of 16-bit instruction, 3 bits are used for addressing mode, 5 bits are used for opcode, and 8 bits are used for operand. So in this 16-bit instruction format, 3 bits are allocated for the addressing mode. So if 3 bits are allocated for the addressing mode, so total number of addresses are there is 2 raised to power 3, and it is equal to 8. So total addressing modes here is 2 raised to power 3 and it is equal to 8. So 5 bits are allocated for the opcode field. This means that total is 2 raised to power 5 and it is equal to 32. 8 bits are allocated to represent a operand. This means data and memory address or register addressing can have maximum length of 8 bits. So total length of 8 bits, and total number of operands it can store is from 0 to 2 raised to power 8, that is you can calculate. Next is instructions may be of length that may be 1 byte, 2 byte, or 3 byte. The design of instruction format depends upon the total number of instructions, addressing mode, number of registers, and memory address range. So instruction format depends upon basically the total number of instructions in your program, addressing mode, the type of addressing mode, number of registers, and memory address range. That more is the number of instructions, addressing mode, then the CPU will have complex design, more with the complex design of the CPU. So to discuss the types of instruction format, we will evaluate the arithmetic operation statement or expression. The arithmetic expression we have x is equal to a plus b multiply c plus d. So in ordinary format, suppose we have a is equal to 10. Suppose in mathematics we have a is equal to 10, b is equal to 20, and C is equal to 30, D is equal to 40, then how we solve this expression? Firstly, we put the value of A and B in this bracket and C and D here. So what is the value after solving A plus B? It is 30. 10 plus 10 20 is 30. And what is the value of C plus D? 30 plus 40 is 70. And after evaluating these brackets, we multiply these two, and 30 and 70 multiply is 2100, that is 2100. So x is equal to 2100. So in order to solve this expression, we use either 0, 1, 2 or 3 address instructions. So we will use different kinds of symbols as we use this in assembly language. We will use assembly language, and in assembly language it is a alphanumeric language, and different symbols to be used in this is add for addition, sub for subtraction, mul for multiplication, div for division, and move is also a symbol that is used for transfer of data from from register to memory, or from memory to a register. Load and store are some symbols that are used for the transfer from the memory and to accumulator register, or vice versa. This means from accumulator register to a memory, or from memory to a accumulator register. So we will use the instruction load and store. So these are different types of symbols that we will use in different 0, 1, 2 and 3 address instructions: add for addition, sub for subtraction, mul for multiplication, div for division, move is for movement of data from one register to another, or from register to memory. Load and store are the instructions for the transfer to and from memory and accumulator registers. So firstly we have a 3 address instruction. In 3 address instruction, it uses address field to specify either a processor, register or a memory operand. As the name suggests, it uses 3 addresses. So in case of 3 address instructions, we use 3 addresses as shown in this instruction format. We have a opcode, we have one destination address and 2 source addresses, and one is the mode of the instruction. So there are 3 addresses used in this instruction, so it is called as 3 address instruction. So as we will evaluate this expression, x is equal to a plus b multiply c plus d with this 3 address instruction. So we have x is equal to a plus b and multiply c plus d. So as we use 3 addresses, so the first instruction is add r1 comma a comma b. This means we have 3 addresses. One is the address where a is stored, second is the address where b is stored, and third is the address of the register. So this one is the instruction, and this instruction tells the memory address of a and the memory address of b, where the b is stored in the memory. They both are added, and the result is stored in the register r1. In the second instruction, so this one is basically for a plus b. The second, we have to solve this c plus d. So for c plus d, we have add r2 comma c comma d. So this one is the instruction r2 is equal to mc plus md, where the address of the operand C and the address of the operand D stored in the memory are added and they are transferred to the register R2. The third is the the register R1 get R A plus B and R2 have C plus D. So the third is to multiply the content of R1 and R2 and they are transferred back to X, and X is the address where in the memory where the result is stored. So multiply the content of R1 multiplied R2 and they are to be transferred back to the memory at address X. So this one is the 3 address instruction and how we will solve with the help of this example. So X is equal to A plus B multiply C plus D is to show is the procedure. It uses 3 address instructions, and we have seen the program created is much smaller in size, but the number of bits per instruction increases. As we it uses 3 address instructions, so there are only 3 instructions here, so programs are much smaller in size in case of 3 address instructions, but the number of bits per instruction increases. At as we can see, per instruction we have a register, we have a content A, and we have a memory location for address B. So per instruction the number of bits increased. So these instructions makes the creation of program much easier, but it doesn't mean the program will run faster, because each micro operation is performed in one cycle of only. So as we can see here, we have to load the firstly the content of A. So this one is one micro operation. We have to load the content of B, so this one is another micro operation. So the actually the program content is smaller, but it takes much time to just execute each instruction in case of 3 address instructions. The next type of instruction we have a 2 address instructions, and in 2 address instructions we have 2 addresses. One is a destination address and other is a source address, and we have opcode, that is basically the operation that is to be performed. So in case of 2 address instruction, each address field can specify either processor register or memory word in the program to evaluate. Suppose we have to solve this expression X is equal to A plus B multiply C plus D with the help of 2 address instructions. So we have X is equal to A plus B multiply C plus D. So this one is the expression. So we have only 2 addresses here. So firstly we will load we have only 2 boxes, means in the previous case we have 3 addresses, or we have 3 boxes, but in this case we have only 2 addresses. So we load or we move the content of A to R1. So this one is the first instruction. So there is only 2 addresses, so we use firstly move the content of A to R1. So firstly we will solve this A plus B. Secondly we will move the content of B to R1. So when we move the content of B to R1, we in R1 basically we have A, and when we move the content of B, this means we have to add, we are adding the content of R1 with the memory address or content B. So R1 in R1 basically after this operation R1 contains A plus B. Similarly in case of R2, firstly we move the content of C to R2. So this one is the operation, move the content of C to R2, and the next operation is add R to D. Then we will add the content of R2 and D. So in case of R2, firstly R2 contains C, and after adding C plus D is the instruction. So R2 is equal to R2 plus MD. Next is now R1 contains A plus B and R2 contains C plus D. Next is the multiplication operation. And what is the multiplication operation? R1 comma R2. So R1 is equal to R1 multiply R2, and this one is to be stored in R1. So R1 is equal to R1 multiply R2. The next is move operation. Move the contents of R1 to X, that is the position or address in the memory. So R1 is placed in the memory address X. So this one is a to address instructions. So it contains two addresses, and this one type of instruction format is very useful or common in commercial computers like supercomputers, and as they uses to address in the instructions. So they are very fast, as we need a very fast processing in case of commercial computers. So this type of instruction format is basically used in commercial computers. So the next instruction format is one address instruction. So it uses implied accumulator for all type of data manipulation. Implied means it does not specify any kind of address, and if we can't specify any kind of address, so this base means we are actually dealing with a register that is a accumulator. So how to solve this expression with the help of one address instruction? As in case we have seen, we have a opcode, and we have only a one address, so it is a one address instruction. So in this case, firstly, load and store are two instructions that are basically to load the content from the accumulator, from the memory to accumulator, or from memory to accumulator, or from accumulator to memory. So load the content, basically to load A means load the A operand to a accumulator register. The second is add B, then add the content of accumulator with the memory that contains a content B. The third is store is to transfer the content of accumulator to a memory, and where it is stored at location T, and it makes your accumulator empty. And after this operation, again load the content C, that is from memory. C is loaded to accumulator, and after this, add D means the content D is added to the accumulator. So accumulator contain now C plus D, again multi, then this means that multiply the content of accumulator with the content that is stored in T location, and in T location we have stored A plus B. So these contents are multiplied, and the result is stored in the accumulator. Then store X means the content of X is then stored in the memory at location X, and it is basically a one address instruction. So one in address, as we have seen, it is a implied addressing mode is used, means that CPU already known that one operand is in the accumulator, so there is no need to specify it. Next is the zero address instruction. So zero address instruction is basically used in stack organized computer. For stack organization, kindly refer to my previous video lectures for stack organization. In case of stack organization computer, we have used a stack, and in that case basically the operation that is used is last in first out, that is LIFO, and it doesn't use any kind of address field in the instruction add and multiply. The push and pop operations, as I have discussed in previous video lectures, in stack based organization, push and pop are two operations that are to be required. So firstly, in case of to just evaluate this expression in case of zero address instruction, firstly this expression is converted into reverse Polish notation. So what is reverse polish notation. Firstly, reverse polish notation means firstly we have to just write the operand, and after that op uh, opcode is just written. So in this case, firstly we will write operand A, then B. Next opcode is that the operation to be performed is plus operator, so operator is written after operand, so A B plus. Similarly, we have in this bracket we have C, and then we will write D, and after C and D there is a operator that is plus, and both these two are to be multiply with the operator star, so star is placed in the last position. So in reverse polish notation, firstly we will write the operand, and then after that we will just write the operators. So how to perform A plus B multiplication of C plus D with the help of this zero address instruction? So first operation is, or first instruction is push A. So push A means when we push, suppose firstly we have a stack, and in stack there is nothing, so firstly push A, so in stack we have A is inserted in the stack. So top of the stack contains A. Toss means here is the top of the stack, and top of the stack contains here is A. So toss is pointing to this A. Next, push B. Now we will push B, then B is inserted in the stack, and again now the top of the stack is pointing to B. So top of the stack now points to B, so this one is the top of the stack. Next operation is add. So then we will add this plus operator. So top of the stack is this plus operator. Next is push, so top of the stack now pointing to this. Again is C, then C is pointed, as we will solve this expression in this reverse polish notation. So next is C, next operand is to D, next operand is to be inserted is plus, and next operand is star. So this one is actually the scenario. What we will do in this case, just so so in this case, when there is a plus operator that is to be inserted, as in the reverse polish notation the third operator is plus operator, then both the operands are popped back, popped, then they are popped, and they are just plus operation is performed between these two operands, so A plus B, and it is again, that is the third they are popped, and firstly they are popped, so they are popped from the when the third operator comes plus, then they are both popped, perform the operation A plus B, and again push back to the stack. So now stack contains A plus B, so this one is the operation. This A plus B is stored in the stack, in the when we encounter a symbol plus, and now the top of the stack contains this a plus b. The fourth operation, next operation is now push C, then C is pushed in the stack, again push D, D is pushed in the stack. Next we will encounter plus operator, so add operation is again the top two operands are popped back, then C and D are popped, and plus is or plus operation is performed in between these two, and again the result is pushed into the stack. So stack now becomes, plus operation is performed, and now stack contains C plus D. So so stack contains C plus D. Now after so we will get when plus is encountered, after plus is encountered, star is encountered. So star is encountered, again these two operands are popped, so a plus b and multiply by C plus D is performed, and the result is popped pushed back into the stack. So stack contains, now your stack contains now this a plus b multiply C plus D, and this one is this operation toss is equal to a plus b multiply C plus D, and then pop x, again this operand is popped back, and this one is transferred to the memory location x. So these are the operation. Firstly push a, then top of the stack contain a, then push b, top of the stack becomes b, again in add operation is performed, then both a and b are popped from the stack, plus operation is performed between a and b, and then the top of the stack contains a plus b, then push C, top of the stack contains C, push D, top of the stack, then plus operation is encountered, then top of the stack becomes C plus D, then multiply C plus D, multiply A plus D, and again pop X, that is the top of the stack is transferred to the memory location X. So thanks for watching this video lecture.